you've gotten away from Detroit. You've gotten away from Michigan. You've been out there. You went to Miami and revamped their school system. You went to Jacksonville and did big things. You're in Detroit now. What fabric of Detroiters, and maybe in the DPSL CD, is special, unique, something that gives you promise and hope that you didn't see? And I'm not dogging Miami or Jacksonville or North Carolina, but, I mean, look, what is it about Detroit that you have a lot of pride in, and when you come back, it sort of reconfirmed what you thought?
Yeah, it's a great question. I've never really been asked that question, so thank you for that. I would say what has always made Detroit unique, and even Detroit from a athletics point of view, is its legacy. And, I've talked about that in some of my responses that, you can't argue you had great athletes coming out of Miami, but there's a richness when you talk about, Mumford, and you talk about, even schools that close like a Cooley. But there, you go to Pershing's gym, there's such a richness in that gym, and there's nothing like that in Miami. They have a history, but that history might go to, the like 70s maybe.
They don't have an upstairs?
No, definitely no. No balconies, nothing like that.
You're not playing upstairs at 7 Mile Ryan.
Right. And so it's the longevity of success, but it's also the persistence. And we throw around the word grit a lot. I think it gets overused, but when you get to know our kids and the history and the struggles that our kids go through and what they overcome to just stay focused sometimes on coming to school every day. And then you think about coming to practice, and then you think about training. They're very unique stories. And, kids from Jacksonville, kids from Miami have challenges, but the history of the city and some of the pure injustices that have happened in the city just makes tougher kids. And I think that toughness is shown in their stories. And so, what I always say is I really do think our kids, because of the challenges that they face, are actually more competitive than kids in the suburbs. I think that the challenge that our kids have are opportunity gaps. But when you give our kids opportunities and you love and support them and push them at the same time, I actually think you get better student athletes, you get better future employers, you get better everything, because there's a persistence that they have to have that the average kid doesn't have. So, in my work in other cities, what's different in Detroit is the legacy and the challenges that have to be overcome, which makes success even sweeter.